Dr. Friedman probably thought it was going to be pretty easy to cover up what he'd done to Vivian. It turned out that that wasn't the case, and it turned out that he didn't learn his lesson. This is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and today is January 21st. It was January 21st of 1961 when 52-year-old Dr. Mandel Friedman of Queens contacted an undertaker to say he wanted to arrange burial for 23-year-old Vivian Grant of the Bronx. Dr. Friedman provided a death certificate saying that Vivian had died from pulmonary thrombosis. However, the undertaker did what he was supposed to do, notified the medical examiner's office. The medical examiner's office thought it was a wee bit odd, investigated, and found out that even though, tragically, Vivian had not actually been pregnant, Dr. Friedman had attempted an abortion on her, which had proved fatal. Vivian had gotten a job just 3 weeks earlier as an editor for Dell Publishing Company. She went to her boyfriend on January 13th with the news that she was pregnant, and she probably considered this a serious threat to her new job. Her boyfriend offered to marry her, but she refused. The fact that the newspapers don't give his name indicates that he was probably a socially prominent young man. So he went ahead with the abortion plan. He picked Vivian up at her home at 10 o'clock and drove her to the doctor's office on the morning of January 21st. They arrived shortly after 11 a.m. The boyfriend paid $800 for the abortion and left. When he returned at 2 p.m., Friedman told him that Vivian was dead. An autopsy showed that an air bubble had entered Vivian's bloodstream during the abortion attempt, and that caused clotting problems, probably disseminated intravascular coagulopathy, which is when the blood's clotting factors get all out of whack. And in her case, the blood just wouldn't clot. So she bled to death. Whether he had done something wrong that caused this, or whether this was just a case of all surgery has risks, I don't know. If I could get hold of the court documents or her autopsy, I might be able to find out. So like, share, subscribe so that I can get monetized and finance my research. Friedman was originally questioned and released before he was finally arrested at 6:30 a.m. on January 23rd. Now, Friedman said that he had been treating Vivian in the past for shortness of breath and heart problems, but alas, he could not provide medical records to show this because all of last year's medical records had been destroyed. The scandal of Vivian's death also came as a shock to other patients that Friedman had cared for in his 22-year career. I haven't been able to find out the outcome of the case against him for Vivian's death, because while he was still awaiting trial, Friedman performed a fatal abortion on a young socialite. That totally knocked poor Vivian, who was just a New York career girl, not anybody that the world considered special, completely out of the limelight. So, what do you think? Comment below. What could have happened that would have prevented Vivian's death? Was it caused by the legal status of abortion? Was it something else? I'd like to hear from you.